Hello friends, my name is Happy and I'm the Crafty Chemist. I know it's been a few weeks since the last video I made, and that's because it has been a busy start to the year. The semester started off about a week earlier than it normally does due to difference, how the dates move around in the month. And so I also didn't do a whole lot with January coloring, but I have been, let's zoom this out a little bit. There we go. I have been keeping up with the planner that I started for myself a little bit. So I think I did, I colored in 5 books for 10 pages, and I have 11 remaining untouched books. I didn't write it in here, but I do have one WIP, and then I need to get my February calendar set up. So I'm just going to set this off to the side and talk about what I did get done. So the first one that I want to share is from Mythographic Rainbow Realms. This was the untouched book that I started in this month, and I colored this page with the Aurora Borealis, and it has a lot of different things that I used in it. So I started off by using the Tim Holtz Distress crayons for a lot of the base of the sky, and I didn't like how it was going, so I switched it up, and I ended up using Ohuhu brush markers for the Aurora Borealis, and I made them a rainbow because this is Rainbow Realms. And then I used Prismacolor pencils with that, and gel pens, and this is tempera paint sticker on the outside. I don't really have any, I do have, some gel pens with a little bit of metallic, but I didn't use anything glittery. I just used, colored pencils and the markers, and I tried to make the Aurora Borealis reflected on the glacier kinds of things with a night scene here. So this was my first page in Rainbow Realms, and I really liked it, and I had hoped to do more in there, but I simply ran out of time. The next one I have on the pile is A Million Unicorns, and I colored, I think, 4 pages in here. I was doing a scavenger hunt. I think it was coloring bumblebees, and I didn't ever get it posted onto social media, but I used metallic watercolor for the background of this page with the penguin on it. Let's see, what was bird, yeah, those were my birds, my penguins there. And then I don't have any snow or ice or shoes, but there are unicorn mermaids on here. And I used watercolor pencils and just, it looks like mostly watercolor pencils for other parts of it, like graphitints and stuff. And I actually like how it turned out. I did use a little bit of a metallic or a glittery pen here for, looks like the Ohuhu one for the little dots in there. So I finished this one on, pretty early, early, maybe the 7th. Oh, no, the 5th. I have it written here, the 5th. And then I did the polar bears, which it looks like I finished on the 7th. And I actually wanted a Christmassy looking color scheme, but not with Christmas. And so I just decided to leave it all stark white in the back and make the castle red. This was with colored pencils and some gel pens. And so this is a red castle with a red wall. This is a gray castle with a gray wall, and then there's some gold pen in here and a little bit of red and white pens in there, and some silver pen for the little dots on the trees. So that was fun. This one had unicorns in it, which was one of the scavenger hunt items. And then the last 2 pages that I worked on in here, let's see, make sure here. Yeah, Yes, was this alien page. And this page is still a WIP, but this one is done. And I did this one for shoes because these guys have shoes on. And then actually there's shoes on these guys here. Then I would also have hit unicorn, but you can see there's some like, actually I don't know what I don't remember what I used on that. It might have been watercolor on there. And then just colored pencils, or maybe it was gel pens. I don't remember. It was a month, yeah, a month ago. And I'm really tired. I seem to film these when I'm really tired, but I just got back from a trip and I'll tell about that in another video. So I need to finish this page up. I kept the pencils out for it and I'll probably get it finished. But this one I finished on the, I should write down, looks like I finished on the 7th. I just didn't get to finishing that one. Excuse me, that's a good yawn there. All right, so then I colored 2 pages in Spirit Animals, and I wanted to get it done before the end of the year. And before the end of the year, the dragon is what I mean. So I colored this 2-page here, and I finished this one on the 21st. I do have it labeled over here. And I used 3 different brands of acrylic paint in here. And I can't even tell you like exactly where the different brands were used, but there was metallic, there was some something that had some like chameleon glitter in it. I don't know if we could see all the different colors that it goes with the flames. I wanted to have a blue and blue-green dragon who was breathing out kind of like a white iridescent sort of flame. And then I used some gel pens up here, and I used Derwent Inktense and some polychromos and some tinted graphite and what else did I use? Neocolor 2s. I used some pastel painting sticks. I used a lot of different things on here. And then Prismacolor pencils and water-soluble oil pastels. So I used a lot of things to give all these different effects for the background of it and the splatter and all over the painting areas. And this is also covered in gel pen on top of it. So I tried a lot of different things. I had a lot of fun with this, and I intend to do the snake that's in here later in the book, or maybe it's earlier. I don't know. I just knocked a couple of markers out of it, but I did want to finish this before the end of the year, the dragon, and I really like how it turned out. I think this is a lot of fun. So that's Spirit Animals. And then this is like 6 cats having a day of doing whatever they want. And I colored the Happy New Year page in this one. And I did finish this early in the start of the year. I finished it on January 4th. And I used a very limited color palette that I wanted, like the oranges, the blues, the green, and yellow was my limited color palette. And I threw in a little bit more of brown, but I mostly used graphite pencils like Graphitint and Derwent Drawing in here. Let's see. Oh, I did also use this. The whole up here is he's even came off a little bit. Not too bad, but a little bit. This is chalk pastel up here, water soluble chalk pastel. And I just kind of pulled out everything I had in these colors. And I did use a blender marker over the pencils there. This was from the Graphitint that this came through. So I had fun with this one. I love these kitties in here, and I need to figure out what I want to do next of it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff for wintry, like the kitty in his pajamas, but that is what I colored in that one. And then the 2 pages here I showed in my last video, I think, but they were finished in January. They were WIPs from December, and I finished them on the 1st and 2nd of January. So I'll just show them quickly again here because I do like them, and this is a really neat coloring book, the Occult and Folklore coloring book. The other thing that I did this month was I went through, and you can see some of them sitting here. I went through my some of my fountain pens, and I put some colors in. In January I was feeling like a light blue or a blue color, so I put, these are the inks that I have in here, plus this was me playing with some acrylic nails, just seeing what sizes I needed and stuff. So that's what the part is down here. But I think I'm going to keep these in here. You know, obviously I don't want to empty them out, and I have a bunch of these. This is only like half of my collection of fountain pens. So that is my month. I don't know that I got all of these. I didn't get a fox. I didn't get to the AC palette challenge. I did do a cat in a book, but I didn't post it. I did color Mythographic 2025, colored a Mythographic book, and I did get all of these here. So I did go with my challenges. I did write down what the Prismacolors were and what the Polychromos colors were, but since the semester started a week earlier, you'll see that after the 7th of January, I didn't really get any more pages colored. I was coloring on some things. Oh no, the Spirit Animals I finished on the 21st, so I was coloring on that for a while. And Mythographic Rainbow I finished on the 26th. I have colored a couple of pages here in February, but I'm going to save those for the February update. I had picked out a bunch of a bunch of pages and wrote them down here, but my themes were snakes, snow, Arctic, and pastels. I think I got Arctic, snow, pastels. I didn't get it. I don't remember if I did a snake. I'm so tired. So that was it. I guess I'll just say adieu for now. Make this a short video. And if you watched it, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have colored any of these same pages and what you think of what I did. Happy coloring.